Welcome back to the center of it all. Now, I know right now that you're getting ready for the holidays, full swing, thinking what you're gonna make, getting that turkey ready. But what are you gonna do when the meal's all done and you just have a ton of leftovers? Well, Mel is gonna show us the perfect meal to make with all the turkey, broccoli, and cheese that you've got from your holidays.
The clock is ticking down to the day we all sit down to give thanks for, amongst other things, family, friends, and food. We all have our favorite way to cook the main course. 2 seasons ago, I showed you how I cooked my turkey. Today, I'm going to show you a divine way to use up some of those leftovers. Turkey Divan casserole. Divan is a casserole containing all-white chicken or turkey breast meat and broccoli florets enrobed in a cheesy Mornay sauce. This dish is all about the sauce. No cream of any kind of soup goes into a respectable chicken Divan casserole. I'm melting 4 tablespoons of butter in the bottom of a non-stick saucepan. This is 4 quarts. A 2-quart would work just fine too. And that's salted butter. Now I'm going to season my butter with a teaspoon of sea salt, a teaspoon of white pepper, and a pinch of cloves and nutmeg. I'm going to add 1 cup of diced sweet onion. We're going to get this, sauteing for maybe about a minute, just till the onion begins to soften and lend its flavor to the butter too. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to lower the heat just a little bit, medium-high, and I'm going to add 4 tablespoons, a 1/4 cup of flour. I'm going to stir this constantly until we get a really nice pasty roux going on in here, but a very flavorful one too, with all the onions and the spices, especially the cloves and the nutmeg. That's really pasty. It's really thick and pasty. Looking good. 2 tablespoons of dry sherry, just a very inexpensive dry sherry, not one of your $40 bottles. 2 tablespoons. Get that real nice. Cook the alcohol out of it. It's going to get thick and pasty again, but again, it's going to be another layer of flavor in there that's going to make this really yummy. Now we're going to lower the heat even more. We're going to go to low, extra low almost. 2 cups of pure cream. You can use half and half. I don't recommend milk, but do what you got to do. Now we're going to simmer this. Just bring it to a bare simmer till this is nicely thickened. And this will take a minute or 2. This is really nice and thick. For the camera, you can see how thick that's gotten. Now I'm going to put this down to medium-low, and I'm going to add, this is 2 cups of Gruyere cheese. It's a wonderful melting cheese. It's 6 ounces grated cheese, but I'm using Gruyere, which is fabulous. And we want the heat down low because we don't really want the sauce to over thicken, but what we want to do is just slowly let this cheese melt into our sauce. Mornay sauce, by the way, without cheese is called bechamel. Bechamel sauce with cheese added to it is Mornay sauce. This sauce is done. It's thick, it's rich, it's smooth, it's wonderful, it's fragrant. We're going to turn our heat off. We're going to cover this. We're going to move over to the counter and we're going to assemble our divan and bake it in the oven. We've got a nice big bowl, and I'm going to add 2 pounds of cooked, pulled turkey breast. As I said before, chicken can be substituted. And because I'm actually making this dish, shooting this shoot, a little bit before Thanksgiving, and sometimes I want to make the dish during the year too. I'm using 2 1-pound turkey tenderloins that you can buy any time of the year at any time of the year at the grocery store, and it's all white meat, turkey breast meat. I just simmered it in some chicken stock for about 25 minutes. So I've got 2 pounds of turkey, and I've got 1 pound of steamed broccoli florets. I just steamed some frozen florets. If I were making this at Thanksgiving, I'd probably have some broccoli left over. We're gonna lightly toss these two. And now we're gonna add all of our mornay sauce. All that cheesy wonderfulness. Yeah. Makes your mouth water just to smell it. Fold this together. And we really do want to do a fold, a normal with a spatula. You don't want to crush the broccoli florets or, you know, break up the turkey into small pieces. I have nice pulled, like 1-inch pieces. And the thing to know about this casserole is we're going to put this in a 2-quart casserole dish. But it's not only a main dish casserole, but it's an all-protein casserole. So this is going to get served with buttered noodles or over-steamed rice or with toast points. You're going to have to make your starch to go separately with this. So while it seems like a 2-quart casserole doesn't make very much, it's all main dish. I'm gonna get my dish. Start transferring it. Now for my topping, I've melted 2 tablespoons of butter, salted butter, and I've got a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. Now I'm using French style breadcrumbs, which aren't like Italian style, or they're not standard breadcrumbs. They're really crunchy. French style breadcrumbs or panko breadcrumbs, please. And I'm going to stir these around in the butter. And this gets a little messy, but the best way to do this is with your fingertips. And you want to sprinkle the buttered breadcrumbs all over the top. Okay, right after I wash my hands, I'm going to pop this into a 350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes until it's golden brown and bubbly, and then we're going to eat. Divan was created at the elegant Divan Parisienne restaurant in New York City in the 1940s. In French, divan means a grand or elegant meeting hall. In America, divan came to mean a sofa. At the Divan Parisienne in New York City, tables were drawn up to little sofas for the Americans to sit down and eat their dinner. For these and all of my recipes, just go to my website and gobble gobble.
Thank you, Mel, for this delicious meal. It definitely gets me in the mood for the holidays, and I happen to be having a Friendsgiving coming up that I'm hosting, so I'm going to be making this as an alternative to a regular turkey. Make sure to stay with us, though, because we'll have more right here on the center of it all.